Bike hacks videos do come handy at emergency times. Let's see some of these kind of hacks in this video. Enjoy. Let's begin. Here you can see that it is a single speed freewheel on a cycle, and if you're an enthusiast, you would like to go for an advanced drivetrain. The thing is, you need to remove this old single speed freewheel, period. So there are some specialty tools which you guys need to use, which if you don't have, you can go to a bike shop, they're going to do it for you. If you want to do it at home, just grab a screwdriver and a hammer or a pair of pliers. You need to place it on a slot, which you guys can see in this video, and start hammering it. It will take a time. It will start turning in anti-clockwise, and you can remove the freewheel completely. If you can't do it, take it to a bike shop. It's not a big deal. And now you can go for any kind of freewheels. This is a headache. I don't have a bench vise in my room. So what I have is I have a drill chuck nut. I got it from one of my projects. So let's get it in working for this kind of use only. These are the same ones which you guys can find it on any kind of drilling machines. I've got the drill chuck nut adapter and weld it onto a cycle axle. Now I am drilling two holes, one on the top which is vertical and one on the side which is horizontal. The reason is the horizontal hole will leave me to get the maximum leverage while I'm cutting solid things, and which are very thin also, where I can't grab it with my hand and I can't get much of leverage. I can use this in the chuck nut and I can start cutting it using hacksaw blade or any kind of machine. This was a piece of cake using the chuck nut, and it's hot, I know. Ow. Now you can keep this at the top and start sanding it or do any other kind of stuff. Let's face this, I have done it a lot of times. I have ruined a lot of bolts, and if you guys know, we can't replace the internal threads of any kind of nut. What I suggest is just thread on a big bolt and take a nut, whichever the suitable size, and thread it onto the bolt. This would help for a month or so, but after that I haven't tried it because I replaced my stem, and I would recommend it to you guys also. This was just a hack, but go for a new stem. This is a hydration backpack which normally cyclists and runners use it, which collects water, and you can drink water while you're cycling or jogging. Sometimes when the water is low, it quite doesn't reach till your mouth and you guys get frustrated. Chill, hold on. Blow in some air inside the bladder. Now what this does is the air helps the water to be pushed till the tip. Now whenever you just press the tip, the water will come rushing towards your mouth. Okay. Most of the house would contain sofa, and when we sit real rough, it leaves some mark on the wall and we would get some scoldings. Just grab a inner tube and cut it along the seam. Have some nail and a hammer. Now start hammering near that particular bend. Now you're good to go. When you push back the sofa, it doesn't leave any kind of mark and you won't get scolding from your mom. I did show how to dismantle a master link. Have I showed you how to dismantle a normal chain? I'll show you now. Grab a pair of pliers, hammer, and some kind of a pin and a chain. You need to hammer it near a pin of the chain. I'll show you what kind of pin it is. You guys can see that pin? Yeah. On the opposite side, you should start hammering it so the pin should be completely pushed out. That time you can disengage the link, just like that. Hydraulic disc brakes or Shimano disc brakes have this kind of cotter pin which normally holds the brake pads in place. Now sometimes when you guys don't know that the cotter pin is not at place, and when you guys squeeze the brake pads will fall down, and the results might be really bad. You might end up in a tree or anywhere else. What can it be replaced with? You can replace it with a spoke. just insert the spoke completely inside and just measure it according to size and cut it using pair of pliers. Now reinsert the brake pads and again put back the spoke and bend it like a normal quarter pin. Insert your wheel and you're ready to roll. I'm not such a person who likes woodworking, but sometimes when I have to do it, I get a wood in my eye. What I do is I just put my cycling goggles and it helps me a lot. Wheel truing, it is sometimes a tricky thing because the nipple which we need to insert it to the spoke, it's very difficult sometimes. So what I've seen by these local mechanics are they'll just thread on a external spoke onto the nipple upside down. Using the help of the external spoke, they can thread it into the internal spoke. Now when you thread it halfway in, hold your fingers and unthread the outer spoke. Now you can start truing the wheel. This will help for some time. As I told you, I don't have a bench vise. So let me just grab a pliers and some zip ties. And for an example, I'm just taking a cycle axle. I'll just tie the zip tie firmly because now, for example, I want to cut an axle and I don't have a bench vise, so I can use this method. Because if I keep on squeezing the plier, my hand will start aching. Now you can cut it, sand it, or do any other kind of stuff. Thanks a lot for watching.